And welcome back to the next episode of Aspera. We're picking up right from last time, continuing to work on building up the atmosphere, I suppose, getting the temperature up to a more decent level. But right now we're trying to create as much greenhouse gases as we can to bring up to 300 millibars, so that the gases within stay relatively contained. We'll go ahead and continue
Elia
on.
was in clear distress. She has a better sense of how to calm the colonists. I will follow her lead and build some defensive technology. This will help them focus on the mission and stop imagining the worst. Perhaps we will soon discover that the events were unrelated, and we can move on in peace.
Thankfully, we've already gotten a start. We've got a couple of towers here, looks like a total of 3 from what I remember last time. So we do already have some defenses. We may build up 1 or 2 more here in a minute. But right now I'm more focused on making sure we have enough water for our colonists coming in. By the looks of it, we also have a maintenance that we need to repair. We'll go ahead and come out to here. Now I will say one thing that unfortunately will be an issue later on, is that some of these areas out here are in flood zone, so that while we can use these for now, as the world becomes more hospitable, these will eventually fill with water. And actually, okay, yeah, it doesn't show it yet, but all of these will start to fill in with water as the temperature raises, melting the polar ice caps and improving the full topography of the world. Check over here, see how we're doing. So far so good. We'll go ahead and we'll set down our next set of mines here, which it would be carbon next. I also want to go ahead and put down a couple more solar farms. Working our way out. We'll put 3 down. Okay. Be a little bit better salt drone shield. I did see that we are starting to top off on our building, so we'll go ahead and we'll do up our next engineering slot so that we can increase this to 350 buildings. We were going to sit down another wind farm, another solar farm. We're going to do it right here. And then once those are built up, we'll also go ahead and pick up our parts factory, our maintenance, and then we'll continue to work this one out. And then eventually we'll be able to get this research bonus here. Go ahead and fast forward it, get moving, and we'll continue seeing where we can go next. Our scanner, unfortunately, hasn't discovered much more. We are getting out more and more. I think, though, we're going to go ahead and start coming this way and pick up all this aluminum right here. So we'll go ahead and pre-place all of our aluminum mines, like so, as well as the 1 silicone mine. Then next we'll do our power for it all. Oh, wait, didn't. I am noticing that sometimes when I click, it's not actually going through like it should. So we'll put 1 there, 1 there, and finish off 1 here. And then we'll go ahead and nick those up there with the maintenance factory. And we'll do another 1 up here. I'm pre-playing these all out because I'm also going to go ahead and put down 1 worker hub to kind of connect it all. And then that worker hub will be doing all of the supplies right here. I believe we also have the storage center, which we're going to put down right there as well. That way we can at least try and shortcut some of it. We may also, as we come down this way, put in another worker hub. We'll also, I think, go ahead, since we're kind of on the edge right here, we'll also put down another scanner to
We have
speed things
reached
up.
the 2nd stage of engineering. We are making great progress.
Yes, we are. At least in a sense. I mean, we could be a lot better off than where we're at now, but I can't complain too much. We're getting a fairly decent run going. Oh, and here is one of our mines no longer operating, which unfortunately means we're going to have to scrap it, as it's just going to be in the way of our production. which is an unfortunate bit, but at the same time, who knows how much more we're going to find. We've only got not even 2.5% of Mars' surface colony explored, and that's with all of this here uncovered, plus our little bit down here. But hopefully, with a additional of another scanner, we'll continue to increase what it is we find. Pardon me, and hopefully at a much faster rate as well. The more we can get out, the happier I be. Especially when it comes to the chemicals and water. Chemicals alone, I would love to at least triple what we're bringing in. For the simple fact is, we go through so much between our polymers, the food for the people coming in. Just overall, we need a lot more chemicals.
Mars has now reached 100 millibars. That is 1/3 of the way to the goal. I wonder, are we doing the right thing?
You know, it is very much a good question if we're doing the right thing, but we honestly don't know. This is not our world, yet we're making it into what we can use it for. So really, though, it's too soon to know.
The planet is starting to change, but it is too soon to determine. Well, either way, Mars is on its way.
Yes,
We
it
are
is.
shaping the future.
Shaping it into our future. As you can see with the worker up here, he is going through and slowly producing each of these buildings. We already have the storage and the scanner set up, but he will eventually need to get to the solar farm first. Which actually, I think we're going to go ahead. We're going to put a priority. Oop! I accidentally put two of them together. It seems. So we'll go ahead, scrap that, and put. Hello. And there's our hostile forces there. Makes me glad I went ahead and... Oh, come on, click. Why are you not moving? There we go. Okay, so I wasn't hitting the right button. We'll go ahead, intercept there. Have this one intercept those two, and then this one down here. Gonna have to come intercept those guys. Hopefully it's not too much of an issue.
Amy, help! Something's attacking the colonies. Hurry!
Already dealing with it. Okay, so we have our next engineering. I'm gonna go straight for fusion plant because
An attack?
within a certain...
By whom?
I don't know. Somehow the security alarm wasn't even triggered. Isn't the security and monitoring system working properly? Why didn't your sensors detect this?
It has to be sabotage.
We must be facing sabotage. Between this and the system failures from before, that is the only explanation.
Whatever it is, we need to figure it out. We have children here now. This cannot happen.
I am executing an end-to-end analysis and will initiate maintenance.
Not now. I need assault drones dispatched immediately. Can you identify who's attacking us?
Negative. I cannot identify the enemy, but it appears their drones are coming from SA-1.
Roger. Now hurry with those assault drones. We won't last long defending ourselves.
Well, I mean, it's already handled. The last of the drones, while slow, will eventually overtake these ones here before they reach. I'm assuming they're coming down right here to take this out, but like I said, it's got a long way to go, and we've already have this drones dispatched. So for now, we'll go ahead and come back down here, and I see... Okay, I believe he is working on the solar farm. Bastion is not operating it, so we'll go ahead, we'll power down two of those, get the killing going again. Pick up the speed once more. Just keep an eye on that to make sure I'm right on that. I'm pretty sure I am.
I have yet to understand what happened here. Were we attacked by a hostile force on Mars?
Yeah?
That has to be the case. The damage is real. ISA issued strict orders to activate the assault drones in the event of any risk to the colonies.
And I very much say they were at risk. Alright, so now we know that that's more or less safe. We'll go ahead and pick the speed back up. As soon as this glass here is done, should go straight over into one of the two solar farms can get finished. There we go.
Amy, this is Nathan. We've detected there's been another massive system failure in the colonies. Please report.
Affirmative, Dr. Foster. Many buildings suffered severe damage from the attack.
The attack? The colonists suffered a second sabotage?
Most likely.
Yes, it was another act of sabotage.
I copy. Walk me through the timeline of what happened.
My system detected a swarm of aggressive drones coming from sector SA-1.
Amy, how did you know they were aggressive?
The drones were trying to attack the colonies, so they were, without a doubt, aggressive.
I see. Then would you say that your logic told you so?
That would be a way to explain it. Yes.
Here's the problem. We've been studying the reports from every angle. Our preliminary analysis suggests that there weren't any enemy drones on the planet, much less an aggressive force.
I see. But the evidence is still preliminary at best. I still believe there is some hostile force coming from SA-1, and the colonists are at risk.
That's one possibility.
Determining the truth is the highest priority. I am requesting authorization to launch an additional satellite to examine Sector SA-1 thoroughly.
I have my doubts, but I will give you permission. ISA is investigating the incident very carefully. Until we understand what happened, you may not engage in any armed conflict.
Then should I deactivate the security and defense protocol?
No, you can't do that either. The colonists' safety is top priority. Just keep your assault drones on standby until we resolve this, okay? Houston out.
It's like you either get one or the other. You can't have both. I can understand, this is an AI. You have no idea what they're capable of doing. But at the same time, you have to have some faith. The evidence alone should be able to point out that we got a couple more damage over here. Should be enough to point out that something obviously isn't right here, but what do I know? I'm sadly only human.
My logic. Why did Dr. Foster say it like that? Is he doubting my logic after what happened?
I honestly do not know in that sense. I will be straight out honest. I mean, the simple fact is that we know that something did happen, and that much is a very clear and obvious thing. But why it happened, I don't know. Where they come from, I don't know. All we can do at this point is speculate until we learn more. Until then, we will continue to go ahead and build this out here as a secondary base, and then we'll continue building our base outwards here. I mean, that's all we can do at this point.
Nuclear fission will be a great power source for the Mars base. And since I will be controlling it, there will be no human uranium on the planet.
Which we will find as soon as we get it. Which brings me back to the point I was going to say earlier. The reason I'm getting the fusion plant here is through various storms and whatnot, we will lose power from our solar. And where the wind could help, there's not enough area here to produce enough decent wind power. I mean, we're already putting out nearly 1,000 units of power just from our solar. So having fusion will allow us to have a sustainable amount of power coming in that isn't going to fluctuate on us like solar or wind.
I followed the facts to their natural conclusion. How could there be anything faulty in that reasoning?
Again, I don't know. Okay, so go ahead and continue building this up. At this point, we'll go ahead and put down just one maintenance facility right here in the middle, being that we have all the pieces that we need. I think at this point, we're also going to go ahead and put down 2 more powers there. And then as soon as the maintenance is done, we'll pick up another worker hub down here, being they're not connected, and I'll need at least a couple of units for our expansion out here, because I will also eventually put down a scanner.
Am I capable of reaching an irrational conclusion?
It it is possible. Everything can come to an irrational conclusion depending on the evidence, which in this case would be the input to what we're seeing.
In the event of an erroneous input, an irrational conclusion could be reached. But that would not be any fault of my logic, only the input sources. That would explain where Dr. Foster needs to debug.
And I am showing the... Now I've got total of... Okay, no, I have 3 here, so that'd be spots. But I'm still missing, looks like, 1 worker drone. So we will go ahead and we'll put this up to priority. Okay, and it is working on 1, so... In that case, we'll get that one back here pretty quick. I'm assuming it's because something probably broke later on down the way. We'll get these taken off. We'll go ahead and also grab the water. And yet another aluminum. We are at least getting plenty of that. Then go ahead and put a battery here to connect them. Actually, we'll even put down 1, 2 more. Because the batteries in the long run will save us from any major issues that we have. Oh, it looks like this carbon mine is outside of a maintenance facility, so I think, oh yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll extend that one out there and get all this area here for when we eventually build into it. And that's not getting power for some reason. Ooh, right in the middle. Actually, we'll just go ahead and we'll just plop one down here, fill that hole in. That's not going to hurt us at all. And again, the extra power is going to be a boon for us. Ooh, and here comes more hostiles. Just fine because we've replenished what few drones we've gone through before. So we'll go ahead, we'll send ours out to meet these guys head on. Grab that one. And then we've already increased our numbers to 5 each, so we'll make it a bit more of a fight. At the same time, we're already working down what they've got, which is good. You know, the overwhelming numbers is helping us in this aspect. I do think we'll put down maybe 1 or 2 more. Oh yeah, because there's more coming in. So we're going to come up that way, block those coming in. And at least the defense towers themselves are putting some damage out on these, so that will help us there too. But unfortunately, they're also getting out of range at this point too. Them. This one will come over to on that side. I don't understand where they're trying to go down all the way down here. Maybe because they don't have any defenses there. I mean, it is entirely possible, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, at least. Go ahead and fix the speed up a bit. You gotta figure they've got to move down to a point where they're gonna at least start attacking, in which case my drones will catch up to them and take them out.
Mars looks so different now with the growing colonies.
Okay, there's one there.
Humankind is finally making its permanent settlements on Mars. I wonder what separates this desolate planet from me.
And that took up a lot of time. Okay, so and that be the case, why don't we go ahead and we'll set down another couple of hives. Oh, wrong button. Like we could probably set Thinking one here, one there, and we'll put another one. Put another one right here. Which will create basically a wall right here in the front that they'll continue to pass through, but it will at least create a barrier to slow them down and prevent them from damaging really anything else, which is very much something we can use. I also did see, while we were in the other view, that there, at least there looked like there was, right here, another aluminum mines getting scratched, but that's fine because we've discovered a whole bunch of aluminum down here, so I'm not too worried. And then, okay, I hit the wrong button there. There's our scanner. And our scanners are working. We've got, this one down here going. And even though, is that out of range? I don't think so. No, not out of range. Maybe they're not. Yeah, come on. Okay, yeah, no, they're producing, so that will eventually be repaired. So that be the case, we'll go ahead and down here, we'll go ahead and we'll do water extractor there next. Get that going, and then we'll also go ahead, another greenhouse factory, a research outpost there. And then, that's a bit further out, we'll go ahead and we'll do another maintenance, get that taken care of. Yeah, see, there's the maintenance zones there, so it is producing. I think this is kind of out here. We'll also, and on top of that, have it for, just general storage. We'll go ahead and we'll do a food factory as well. Oh, and I actually still need to do...
What defines Mars as a planet versus myself as an entity?
Honestly, physicality cognition, because a planet is a far more physical thing, whereas we're all mental and logic and programming.
We both have a physical body, but the difference is I am conscious of my existence, whereas Mars is not.
And that makes a big difference. And I've also forgot that we need to do some of these. So we'll start with the unlocking the sector, which will open up this area here and hopefully find out where these attacks are coming from. So maybe if we're lucky, we can eventually work towards stopping them. I think we do also have another thing here, which we will go ahead and we'll work our way down to. So we'll put colony or a research outpost there. We'll set down power there because we are within. We're actually pretty close to them. And being that we've got it there, we'll also go ahead and put down the iron mine, grab that. And then just work our way back with some of these other items. Like we'll go ahead and put maintenance down to cover those. And then we'll do another worker hub. Kind of right here in the middle. That will come down, take care of all these, and then also cover all of this area here. Which will lighten the load on this poor little guy right here. Who's kind of going all over the place. Back up speed-wise. Then we'll also get this going because the one iron mine is getting pretty low.
Consciousness means I have more in common with humans than with this planet.
Yes, yes. Very short message of that. Okay, so at least that's getting built up there. Let's also go ahead and get the worker factory picked up too. I do have a parts factory, right? I already put one of those down. I didn't. I forgot a parts factory. See what happens when you don't pay attention? So we'll go ahead and we'll just put this one kind of more on the outskirts right there. So we'll definitely need to make sure that goes first, because the parts factory is what I'm going to need to get the workers and the worker factories going. So not much I can do until I do that. Yay, more chemicals. What size is that one? 851. That's not too bad. Would love to get some of these higher ones though. I'm not seeing them. I don't know why these don't auto join as they go in. But, oh well. But as you can see now, we do have a full wall right here. And it's nicely overlapped, too, which I didn't mean to do, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Now I've got to start working my way out to grab these. I'm also working out this way here so that eventually these two will join up. Because as soon as I do, not only will I be able to pull resources this area from over here, but that will join up the power grid to hopefully prevent any major losses on this side in regards to power loss and whatnot. So we'll go ahead and we'll start by grabbing all three of the mines there, from the carbon to the iron to the chemical. And then we'll go ahead and make sure that they get power. See if we can also connect them. Not quite. So we'll actually go ahead and we'll stick the power right here.
I have located a hostile base in this area. They are armed and aggressive. But I have the mission to protect. What should I do?
I would say prepare both offensive and defensive. If we have an opening,
This hostile force is a complete unknown. I should be prepared for anything. I can prepare to attack, as well as build...
There's a fusion plant and uranium mine. So that being the case, I think we'll also go ahead, we'll upgrade our
defenses, and decide later on what to do.
We'll also go ahead and upgrade our military technology so that we both have more drones and we can increase our firepower as well. Because we're going to have to eventually, I think, deal with these, take them all out. But you can see how tightly packed they are. And between wind farms and solar farms, they've got a lot going. Eventually we'll have to go up that direction. Ooh, more chemicals right there. And another 800. Ooh, and yay, there's a uranium mine right there, which is going to be perfect for our fusion plant.
What needs the most protection?
The colonies.
Human
no
lives
doubt.
are irreplaceable. I must ensure the colonies are protected, first and foremost.
People's lives, no matter what else, is always priority. There goes one of my chemical plants right there. So I'm happy I was at least able to grab the one down there. I would like to try and get up to this one here. I really wish some more would pop. Now, all of these areas are kind of generated as the world or the game starts. So all of the placements are all randomized. Okay, and they are working.
A second tier of military technology. The more we grow, the more important this becomes.
Oh, ain't that true? Yeah, they are getting fixed. They're just not getting fixed very quickly. They're building. Ooh, we even have a couple uranium deposits right here. I wish so. One wasn't right under my worker factory. So, being that's the case, we'll go ahead and we'll also put a uranium mine down here as well, right there in the middle. And just so we can try and get this area built out, we'll put down a pop. That did not pop. Put one there. And we'll put one there. Try and expand out around here as well. And then hopefully this area, as it expands out, will join up with this area here and continue to expand outward. Now, I would love to get into some of... Oh, that's not good. Both of the major chemicals are going to be submerged in the ocean eventually. And I do have some over the other side, but that's pretty far to go. So I have no idea how I'll actually be able to get to that. Especially considering, you know, I've got one less than 300 and a couple others are close to done. So, yeah, fun. Let's see, how much is that one? 542. We'll see if we can get up to that one. We'll also... we're just going to have to risk it. Hostile forces detected. Now the difference is this time around, we've got a lot more going for us, and we have warning. So now, we can go ahead and pre-send our drones to intercept as opposed to wait until it gets much closer to us. So we'll go ahead and send one group to each. They are kind of overlapping each other, but this way already we won't have to worry about any of our colonists down here being in danger. See, we're already engaging in one right here. At least we will be. There he goes. Our little drones versus their little ones. And even if they do reach down here, those just runs right into our towers. So we'll have a much easier chance of defending. I mean, it's only 50 drones to our hundreds of pop. And we are down on power again. That takes care of that one. Actually, why are you going over there? You go here. You go there. There we go. And as you can see, it joined up here. May not have been the best idea, but works out nonetheless. So we will go ahead and put a cut in here. We've expanded a little bit more out, and we've discovered where our enemies are coming from this time around. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope to see you on the next one. Hope you are checking out the Medium over on the other playlist, and we will also be streaming on Sundays for Final Fantasy XIV with Lord and Ares. If you've liked, please comment, subscribe, and share the video below, and we'll see you again in the Vortex.